Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my home. My name is Becky. I'm so excited that you're here today. Today, I think what we're going to do is get out of this house for just a little while and go do some thrifting. I have been so focused on getting this house decorated and ready for Halloween and doing all the things like that I have not been thrifting for a long time. It's been a good minute since I've been, and I just want to go for a little while. I want to get out and see what kind of new things they have. I have chores to do here, so I don't want to stay all day. As you can see behind me, I have dishes in the sink, I have clothes to wash, things that need to be done on the day of the week that I need to be doing those things. But I'm going to take just a little break and get out and go see what the thrift stores have to offer. What I'm specifically looking for, and I'm going to put this out here because you guys bring me luck when I tell you what I'm looking for. I usually find it or I come close. Even though Halloween is all around us, I am starting to think about Christmas and how I'm going to decorate my house for Christmas. So I'm actually looking for some vintage Christmas things out there. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently for Christmas this year in my living room. I'm going to be switching out all my white lights for the colored lights. I'm going for a nostalgic Christmas more than a aesthetic Christmas. Or is that an aesthetic Christmas? Let me get my grammar correct there. So those are the things I'm going to be looking for today specifically, but if we find something amazing, of course we're going to pick it up, and of course I'm going to share it with you. So let's get on the road. It's a little after 9 right now. It's 9:06. Most of the places don't open till 9 o'clock anyway. The earlier I leave, the more chance I have of being able to hit all my little stops. So I want to try to get as many as I can before I feel like I need to get back and start doing those dishes. I left it in the background because this is real life. You guys want to see real life? This is real life. There's dishes in the sink. There's not a lot, but they're in there. Not to mention the dishwasher's full. So, all right, let's get started. Let's do something fun before we have to do chores. Our first stop is going to be Habitat for Humanity. It is one of the more expensive thrift stores that I go to. Sometimes I find wonderful, amazing things, especially vintage Christmas. I've found some of my best vintage Christmas pieces here in the past, but sometimes I don't find anything. So it's always hit or miss stopping here, but we're going to run in for just a minute and see if they have anything that looks of interest to us. So these first two items that I'm going to show you are not exactly Christmas related, but I wanted to share them anyway because I like the cottagecore aesthetic of them. When I got a little closer to the baskets, I saw how dirty they were, and I quickly put them back. But if they were not dirty, how pretty would they be with these dishes, with these little floral cups for that cottagecore look in your home. The next thing that you're going to see, not this blue dish, but the Christmas garland, is going to be more along the lines of what I'm looking for today. So I have some existing Christmas decor that I would like to still use, even though I'm doing things more vintage this year. So what I was thinking is, if I had my regular garland, the same garland that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I used pieces like that and tucked them in. So I would have taken that round garland and just kind of broken it down, and then used the greenery as picks, and then of course added my lights in there. I might be able to give my regular traditional contemporary garland a more vintage inspired look. So that's kind of where I was going, what I was thinking. I ultimately did not buy that garland because I felt like it was priced a little too high, and I think I can find it cheaper if I just keep looking. And I know, I'm sorry, I know we're looking for Christmas stuff today, but I absolutely could not help myself. These vintage die cuts were just adorable, and I just had to look through them. This next thrift store that I'm getting ready to go into is CRIS or something like that. It's Christian Recovery. It benefits people that are recovering from addiction, and it is usually 50-50 on the cost of everything. If they've got something that they know is worth something, they will mark it up a little bit. They'll mark it up to what it's worth. But if it's junk, they'll mark it low to get it out of here. Whereas, and y'all don't come at me, I'm just telling you how things are in my area. But at Habitat for Humanity, they don't care if it's worth something or not. They mark everything expensive. The junk, the good stuff, it's all expensive. So a lot of times you'll go in there and the same stuff is sitting on the shelves. They're not selling it because they're marking it too high. And I have all the respect in the world for Habitat for Humanity, and I go there often, but they're marking their stuff too high. That's why their stuff's sitting on the shelf, and I'm just gonna put that out there. So anyway, back to the store that we're at now. They do have a lot of Christmas stuff. They have a whole aisle of Christmas stuff, or they did last time I came. So I'm crossing my fingers that we can find at least one piece, one good vintage piece that I can take home. So this store was my second stop of the day, and I ended up not really buying anything at this moment. But later on in the day, I came back to the same exact store and I got a whole pile of stuff. The reason that I was coming back was to get a salt and pepper shaker set that you're going to see here in just a minute that I did pass up on. There they are right there. I did pass up on them during the first stop because I didn't want to run my credit card for just 99 cents, and I did not have any cash on me. So I reluctantly walked away from those salt and pepper shakers, and I regretted it from the minute I did it. So all day long, all the thrifting that I did, all I could think about was going back to get those salt and pepper shakers. And I did later in the afternoon, but they were not there anymore. So I was sad about that, but I actually ended up finding quite a few things the second round in this store. And all of that, I'm going to share all of that with you at the end of this video for the haul. Sorry, my words won't come out. And then spoiler alert, on my second trip, I picked up that little panda there. Not this one, but the one with the little red dress. So you'll see that in the haul as well. I think this Afghan would have been nice on the back of a couch because it wasn't really big. It wasn't big enough for a throw, but it would be perfect on the back of a couch. And then this tablecloth was one that someone had started doing the embroidery but did not finish, so it was just a kit. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just telling you we're going into our first Goodwill. Nothing. Not a thing. They didn't even have Christmas stuff out. They didn't even have anything for me to film, so I just walked in and walked back out. I am going to go to a thrift store that, number one, has a bathroom. Number two, I don't normally go to because it's not really that good. They have some every now and then. I might find something in there, but I usually don't find anything in there. But I have found vintage Christmas there in the past. It's in a retirement community, and sometimes the generation that I like, the generational items that I like, show up in those communities better. Does that make sense? So it's like people who are at the age of retirement who are tired of their vintage items. They've donated them because they want new and shiny and prettier things, and then I'm waiting to get their leftovers. So I'm going to go there and see if they have anything fun, and then we're going to just keep trucking. We'll stop when we give up. So far I haven't bought anything. I've seen a few cute things, but nothing that I really wanted to bring home, I guess. So this was a pretty piece here, both of these pieces, but servingware is not really what I'm looking for. I mean, it's beautiful and it's nice, and I would love to have that, but I just don't need that. I've got plenty of servingware, and I don't do a whole lot of entertaining during Christmas time. I'm always looking for tchotchkes, but this was just not quite the feel that I wanted. What I'm really looking for is decorations for my tree, ornaments, and little picks, greenery picks to stick inside of my garland. I've got plenty of lights now. I've been picking those up throughout the year. I loved this little star, but again, I didn't want to run my card for $2, and I did not have any cash, so I did leave that behind, but I would have picked that up otherwise, because that is just the exact thing I'm looking for to get this theme going. And of course, I'm always drawn to the amber glass, and that was actually a really good price for that set. So we're at a completely different Goodwill now, and this is actually the Goodwill where I made my very first purchase of the day. You will be happy to know, once I made that first purchase, I was good. I started finding things, and my day turned a little more exciting. I always like to show you purple things because there's a lot of purple lovers out there, although it's not my favorite. When you see something purple, it just stands out because there's just not a lot of decor in purple out there. And then this Christmas section was a lot more Easter than Christmas, I'll tell you. There was a lot of Easter bunnies out on the shelves on this day. This was a little bag of ornaments that was marked $3.99, and then there was lots of Halloween here too. Not a lot, but a good little handful of Halloween in this section too. I noticed that shiny bright box, and my eyeballs just kind of lit up a little bit, and then I really started digging on that shelf after that. Finally got to buy something. I finally found something that I liked enough to stand in line and pay for. I'll show you what I got when I get home. Hopefully I'll be able to find more. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to, that was the Goodwill that I was in. I'm going to go to another Goodwill, which is a good little ways down the road. I don't go there very often because it is such a drive to get there. But it's 12 o'clock, so we're going to just keep going for now, and the clothes will get done when they get done. The dishes will get done when they get done. I'm not going to stress out about it. It'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it. So let's keep looking. So this store is actually a second Habitat for Humanity that we stopped at today, and surprisingly they had some deals to be found. This one was down closer to Myrtle Beach, Surfside Beach, and I actually found quite a few things. I left with my arms full. You are going to notice that the Christmas stuff is not what I'm focusing on in here, because I found a whole array of goodies. It's a hodgepodge of a haul, I'm going to tell you that right now, but I found things for Lily's wedding. I found things for Christmas, for a craft, and then I just found a couple items because I liked it and because they had it marked so inexpensive. So you're going to see all kinds of stuff. This set here, this yellow set, was made in Italy, and I just thought it was so bright and sunshiny and beautiful. I just had to share it, and I don't know what in the heck this was, some kind of serving apparatus. Each one of those petals came out, and it was just interesting. I just had to share it with you. So this is my last Goodwill of the day, and I finally found a legit nice piece of vintage Christmas. There were 3 ornaments in this bag, but I was not going to pay $13 for that bag. I couldn't do it. I walked out without it. Not to mention that the pieces that I was interested in were all broken. So they took broken ornaments, put it in a bag, and put $13 on it. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. This is another one of those Christian recovery centers. I did get those forks, but I forgot to put them in the haul because I have 2 fondue pots and I needed some more for that, and I did pick them up. And I love these dishes, you know I did, and they scream me, but I just didn't think I needed them, and I didn't really have a place for them, but I did appreciate them, and I wanted you guys to see them. right, it's the next day. I am home from work and I thought we would sit down and do a big collective haul of what I got yesterday. I went on quite the spree, I must say. It wasn't until later in the day that I started finding things, but once I found that first item, then I started seeing more and more. The first few places that I went to, I wasn't really buying anything. And I actually ended up going back to one of the first places that I stopped, and that's where I bought a majority of this, was on the second stop of the day. It was the second stop of the morning. I went back in the afternoon and found a ton of stuff that I wasn't out that morning. So I'm just going to start grabbing things, but it's not in any particular order. It's just kind of all thrown out on the ground here, and I'm going to show you what I got. We're going to start with a Christmas item. I got this little stocking, and I got this one here that kind of matches. They're handmade, and they were $2.99 each. What I would like to do is replace all of my modern stockings with vintage ones. So this one can be maybe for me and David, since they're alike. And then I'm just going to be on the lookout for some for the kids. So I'll need 4 more, because we fixed a stocking for David's baby brother, who's not a baby. He's a big boy, but he expects his stocking. Another Christmas item that I got was from Goodwill. Now I have to tell you, I'm a little upset at Goodwill because I got 2 little packages here, like little fun packages to open. This one was marked $3.99. I knew there were ornaments in it, and when I was checking out, the lady said this is final sale, and I thought, well, okay, I don't really return anything to Goodwill anyway, so I guess all sales are final sale. But the reason it was final sale is because they're all broken, but they weren't any cheaper, I'll tell you that. They were all the same price. So anyway, it's a bag of ornaments, vintage ornaments. There's a few in here that I'm going to try to fix. This one I can't really fix because his whole arm is missing, but most of what's broken is the top part. So I picked up these little things here, and I'm going to replace the top of the ornament with them. And that way, like right here, there's no hook. I'm going to put a little hook in there so that I can use them. And basically, they're just little angels and bells. They're all little wooden ornaments, and that's what's in there. And the next thing that I got was in a fun little package here. It was in a Shiny Bright package. So I thought, oh, that'll be fun. And I haven't actually opened this yet. So we're just going to open this real quick, and I'll show you just a couple other things, since this haul turned out to be so big. We won't spend a ton of time. This was $3.99 for the whole box of ornaments. Now these ornaments are all kind of miniature, so I don't know how well they're going to show up on my tree. I think it was just, I thought it would be fun to open and see what was in here. So let's just pick out a couple and see what kind of goodies we have. Got a little Christmas tree. We've got some bells. We've got, that's a St. Patrick's Day bell. He's still got the little thing in the inside. Here's a little Santa. This is another little bell. Kind of pretty. They're all like breakable. I'm not sure what these little things are. There's a few of these little square bells in here. So I don't know if I got $4 worth. I mean, I might can use this box more than anything, because I don't know if it's actually vintage or if it's just, they do reproductions of Shiny Bright now, but I think it might actually be vintage. There's some markings right here. So I think this might actually be a vintage box. So if that's the case, then I'm glad I got it, because that's fun. I can do a little display with them. But as far as the ornaments, they're okay. I need some bigger ones for my bigger tree to make a big impact. Same Goodwill. I got 2 things for Halloween. I got this little guy here. I thought he would be cute up on my shelf with my spooky houses, and I thought I could add him to that. He was only $1. And then I got this little guy right here for $1. I just thought he was cute. And there's his price tag right there. So I got those 2 things for Halloween. Set that there. All right, now I think, oh, so the other thing we got for Christmas, I have had a few people to message me and send me this craft, and I'm going to put a picture of it right here so you can see it. So I thought, I had seen it and I thought I would like to make that. So yesterday I picked up a few things that I thought would go towards making that tree. So I picked up this little bowl. I picked up this little, it's an ashtray, but I thought it would still work for the stacking process. I got this little thing here. It's a bell without the center part. So I thought when you get to the top, this could be at the top of the Christmas tree maybe. And it was actually $2.99, which is a little expensive, but it was kind of perfect for making this project. And then I got this little bowl here. None of this stuff has been washed, by the way. So if you see it and you're like, girl, that's dirty, it's because I haven't washed it yet. I got this one and I got this one. This one's a little more bowl shaped than this one. So I'm hoping that it'll all kind of work out. And then I found this little guy right here for 99¢. He's full of candle wax, but I thought he would be a pretty base for everything. So I'm still kind of collecting. Sorry for the noise. Oh, and I got this one today to add to it as well. So I'm still kind of collecting all the pieces for it, but that is hopefully going to be that Christmas tree project that you guys kept sending to me and saying that I might like, which I did. I liked it. I want to try it. All right, so the rest of this I think is going to be, nope, I have one more Christmas item here. I got this little Panda Bear ornament. So we're going to put that up there. And then this item right here is personal. I got this bowl. It's like a metalware, and I don't know, what do you call it? Is this enamelware? But it's metal. $3 mixing bowl. I can always use mixing bowls in my kitchen, so I really like that. And then this little thing right here I got for 50¢. I'm always picking up pedestals to elevate items on my shelf. So this is personal stuff. The rest I think is for the wedding. So if you're not interested in the wedding, you can log off right now, but the rest is pretty much for the wedding. These are going to be used for the shower. My niece is giving Lily her shower, and these were $2.99. She's doing, what is the theme? Oh, Lily found her main squeeze. That's the theme of her shower. So I picked these up today at the thrift store. I made a quick stop today when I got off work. So that's why I say today. Yesterday's when I did a majority of this. I got this little guy right here for $1. This is, I am going to need all the flowers I can get, all the greenery I can get, all the stems, because the theme of this wedding is wildflowers, which is what I need. That's going to be the focal point, or all the flowers. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, my daughter's getting married in May of next year. I've done 2 different wedding vlogs. They don't tend to do as well as my other videos, so a lot of you may not know what the heck I'm talking about. I am in charge of the decorations, so that's what I'm doing. I'm starting to pick up a few things, and I picked these up for 99¢. So I'll break these apart. We're going to have an arch. We're going to have flowers everywhere. So we need every single piece we can find that is wildflower-esque, if you get my drift. All right, let me set that there. I found these 2 beautiful candlesticks for $2.99 each. I thought these were really beautiful and they stood out. And then I got this little easel for $4.99 to sit a picture on, or maybe a sign that says, you know, sign here, or register. What, I don't know. We can use it anywhere. So I got that for $4.99. I got this little guy here for free. He's just, I don't know. I'll figure out something to do with it. If I don't use it for the wedding, I like to use these in the house. I like to put frames around smaller pieces on the wall to kind of make them a little more substantial. So we'll use that there. I got this little frame here for 99 cents in case we do like a little memory table of those that we've lost that have passed. Again, nothing has been cleaned. It's all kind of dirty. And then I got some baskets. So I was thinking, since we're doing wildflowers, that the baskets would look nice. So I'm going to start picking up some baskets here and there. So I have 3 here in 3 different sizes. And here's a little one. So how cute would these 3 sizes be in a little display all full of wildflowers? And if you want an idea about where I'm going, cover your ears because I'm going to rattle some paper here. I have some flowers here that I picked up from Joann's yesterday. So let's just say, here's our wildflowers right here. We'll throw some pink in there too, just to have some diversity. Here's some baby pink. Okay, so here's our wildflowers. Picture these inside these baskets. So that's kind of where I'm headed there. All right, get out of the way, sit right there. Rattle some more paper at your ears. Baskets. Here's another plate for my Christmas tree tower. That was 99 cents. And then I got this box because I thought we could use it somewhere, like maybe on the dessert table to elevate some things. We might cover this up, paint it white. I don't know. She's not really into the rustic type of look, but we're having cobblers and cheesecake. So we're not having one solid cake. So we're going to need different heights on the dessert table. And this is going to be perfect for that. Oh, I found another bowl. Look, there's another one. So we're just gonna add to our tower here. Okay. And then 2 more things. I'm almost done. So here's my idea for the tables. I want to do white tablecloth and then go over it with a white lace topper. I found this white lace tablecloth for $3, and it is for a long table, which we're going to need. We're going to need long tablecloths as well. But how pretty is that going to be with these beautiful flowers? Because I want the flowers to do the talking. I want everything to be kind of neutral, and then the flowers to be the beauty of everything. So I also thought that this would be a good purchase to practice a tablescape with. So like if I want to know what it's going to look like, I want to get a visual, then I'll have this to work with. And it's actually a really big tablecloth for $3. So I need to wash it, but I think that was a really good find yesterday. Now this last item, I'm not sure about. You can tell me, honestly, as long as you're nice, you can tell me what you think. It was only $2. Like I said, I wanted to keep the tables neutral and then add the pop of color from the flowers. But when I saw this, I thought, how pretty would that be as a table runner? It was, like I said, $2. It's the bright pink that we have in our flowers here. You know, we've got all kinds of pink, shades of pink. But I just thought this was really pretty. It's got a long table runner. And then it's got, I think, 8 place, what do you call it? What is it called when you sit your table with your placemat? Is it placemat? It's got 8 of these. So maybe outside when they're having their pictures taken and you've got cocktail hour, they set up these tables that are tall and skinny, and they just kind of wrap a white tablecloth around it. Maybe that in the center of those tables outside would be nice. Lily's wedding party is going to be sitting at a long table, so I can maybe run that down that table, or the food table or something like that. I don't know. I thought for $2, I would rather have it and then than to regret getting it. So it's kind of a random haul. I know it was a lot, but hopefully hopefully you followed along with my crazy brain trying to keep up with everything that I picked up. I had a good time thrifting though. It was fun. It was nice to get back out and just spend the day going from store to store to store. I haven't done it in so long. I really enjoyed it, and it was fun to actually start when I started finding things, because in the beginning I was kind of like, oh, I'm not really finding anything I love. I don't know if I told you in the voiceover or not. Probably so. The reason I went back to that store for the second time was because I went back after those salt and pepper shakers. I'm glad I did go back because I found all this stuff, but they were gone. I missed them, so I'm a little sad about that, but it was worth it in the end. All right, you guys, that's all that I have for you for today. I really do appreciate you taking a few minutes of your day to spend with me. As always, it means the whole world to me. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.